Hi, everybody, and welcome to your daily reading for Saturday, March 25th, 2023. Or whenever you happen to see this reading, consider it good for the next 24 hours. And not every message will resonate, as these are general readings. Take what does, leave what doesn't. See what we can expect as the collective today. Ooh. All right, underneath the deck, we have slowing down. All right, the Knight of Coins. The slow, steady mover of the deck. You know, the story of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise eventually wins, because he took it slow. Careful, plodding, contemplative. Kind of get this Taurus energy, or Virgo, paying attention to details, going through everything very meticulously. All right, let's see what you're up to today. Some of you filing your taxes? Maybe that's what you're working on. It is Saturday, so the contracts and obligations of our overlords need to be fulfilled. But here we go, the Judgment card, Beyond Illusion. So this is a rebirth as well, a resurrection, the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. Notice the third eye is illuminated here. So slowing down and looking beyond. So some of you, this is a nice day off for you, I hope. Take some time out in nature, be grounded, do some meditation, some cleansing, detoxing, maybe with spring cleaning, but opening yourself up to really appreciate what's around you and realizing that, a lot of what we see in the world isn't real, but seeing beyond the illusion of this so-called reality, seeing the truth behind things. All right, and next we have rebirth. And I say this card was a card of rebirth, right? Regeneration, shedding skin, definitely slowing down, I think, is contrary to what a lot of you are used to. The fast-paced movement of the world, the responsibilities. It's like you're all putting on headphones and shutting everything out, listening to the inner voice instead. So the Ten of Swords is definitely the end of a cycle, of like stopping the thoughts, because swords are air. And I think you're allowing new images, messages, impulses to arise within you and come through, because this is what you get when you take time out to put yourself first, your mental health first. I'm getting a lot of mental health day for some of you. And then we have past lives, number 18, the moon card. Okay, so this could have been a very important new moon for you that we just had on the 21st. This card, I'm going to read about it because it does speak about, rebirth, and here we have rebirth showing up and a resurrection in the Judgment card. So it has to do with reincarnation. This almost looks like a womb. There's two hands cupping it, and the lizards always make me think of, animals that shed their skin passing through this portal here. And it also looks like the hourglass of time. So I'm going to reference the birth book so I get a accurate interpretation there. But I just had remembered that in the Tree of Life, every Sephiroth, there's 10, is represented by a planet. And you have Yesod, which is the 9th Sephiroth, right before Kether, which is the Earth. So all manifestations from the ether do have to pass through the portal of Yesod, the moon, which is this card here. So let's see. The hands of existence form a shape of the female genitals, the opening of the cosmic mother. Revealed within are many images, faces from other times. While it might be entertaining to fantasize about famous past lives, it is just a distraction. The real point is to see and understand the karmic patterns of our lives and their roots in an endless repetitive cycle that traps us in unconscious behavior. Maybe that's the illusion that we're seeing beyond in the first card. The two rainbow lizards on either side represent knowing and not knowing. They are the guardians of the unconscious, making sure that we are prepared for a vision that might otherwise be shattering. A glimpse into the eternity of our existence is a gift, and understanding the function of karma in our lives is not something that can be grasped at will. This is a wake-up call. The events in your life are trying to show you a pattern as ancient as the journey of your own soul. Okay. The description goes on to say the child can become conscious only if in his past life he has meditated enough, has created enough meditative energy to fight with the darkness that death brings. One simply is lost in an oblivion when then suddenly finds a new womb and forgets completely about the old body. There's a discontinuity. This darkness, this unconsciousness creates the discontinuity. The East has been working hard to penetrate these barriers, and 10,000 years' work has not been in vain. Everybody can penetrate to the past life or many past lives, but for that you have to go deeper into your meditation, for 2 reasons. Unless you go deeper, you cannot find the door to another life. Secondly, you have to be deeper in meditation, because if you find the door to another life, a flood of events will come into the mind. It is hard enough even to carry one life. Okay, so some of you may be tapping into those past lives, past life regression meditation or therapy. You could be seeking those services or just taking it upon yourself as a psychonaut to engage in that self-exploration through meditation or enhancing that with psychedelics. So that can be an, as they call it, ego death experience, which could lead to a rebirth of the identity of self. Okay, so moving on, we have intensity. All right. Yeah, like it said, it's hard enough to grasp the energies of this present life. And then if you open a floodgate to energy from past lives, it can become overwhelming. And that's the Knight of Wands. So that's like a very rushing energy. It's very opposite of the Knight of Coins, which is the slower, more balanced, steady one. Okay. And then we have the Source. All right. Some of you are taking a journey today. This is your day off. You're really tapping into source consciousness on one level or another. It could just be getting in touch with your creative flow. You don't have to be under the influence of anything, but there's a source that you're connected to. Maybe it is a skill from your past life that you have tapped into, and it comes flooding through with intensity here from the source. You're remembering on one level or another, even if it's subconsciously, that this is a skill that you have or that you used to have. And I think that's allowing you to see your current self in a new light today. This certainly is an intense reading. It took quite a dramatic turn from the last 2 days that I did, if you saw those. But it is Saturday. I just had a feeling this day was going to be more impactful, more I don't know, the word sublime is coming to mind. I don't know why. But, all right, so let's take a look at your archetype card. The Nectar. Number 58. This is, speaking of, I forget the name, maybe the card will tell me, but the nectar that the yogis tap into when they don't eat or drink. They say they can sustain themselves from the nectar within, like the cerebrospinal fluid. So it's a very shamanistic day for a lot of people, if you're connecting with this reading. All right, the card is titled The Medicine, the Elixir, the Garden. In Hindu mythology, there's a miraculous substance known as amrit, or nectar, that contains infinite healing power. This golden nectar or sacred elixir is the drink of immortality, and like its sister substance, soma, is known to activate subtle, intelligent forces that ease the mind, body, and spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead us to the central energy of this archetype, the sweet, potent, heavenly essence that lubricates our spirit back to life. The Nectar card calls us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. That's why the slowing down card is here. Medicine is needed, and it comes in subtle form that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Don't underestimate this remedy. It is said that when someone has activated this substance within, it is reflected in their shimmering eyes. It's that whole saying, stop and smell the roses. When light, glowing, relaxed, subtle illumination. When dark, fixation on fixing, aggressive approach to healing. The side note says, sense the nectar within you dripping from the crown of the head and soothing the brain. Let it drip down the spine like sweet honey. The nectar, the mystic, and the aletheia cards are linked. And this mystic who, like Krishna, turns poison into nectar. It is truth that can often serve as a potent elixir for healing. All right, so there may be some divine truth that a lot of you are connecting with today. Again, it could happen to do with who you were in a past life. And that's going to open your perception to an entire new reality in this life. Okay, I don't think I need anything else. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you all enjoyed this reading. It was pretty profound for me. So if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments below, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.